In this video, we're going to talk about intensity of aesthetic treatment for skin tightening by using the spot mode or spot operation. Now, the intensity of the treatment for skin tightening is determined by a number of factors. They are the power level that you set the device at, the spot duration, the spot distancing, and the area that you cover. So in order to change that, you may as well change one of these parameters, 2, 3, or all of them. So say for example, if you change the power level from 1 to 10 for instance, and you keep everything else the same, the intensity is increased. And likewise, if you keep the power level, for example, 1, spot duration is a short burst, and the spot distancing being say 3 millimeters, but you cover a wider area, then you get a higher intensity treatment. So it depends on what you're trying to accomplish, and we tell you about this, and it may seem a bit overwhelming to start with, but when you start using the device and you gain some experience, then you'll find it straightforward to decide what parameters to change in the treatment. So we have made this graph here to give you an idea of the results that you get in terms of skin tightening versus the intensity that you apply. And obviously on the x-axis you've got the intensity defined by these 4 parameters in spot operation. On the y-axis you've got a degree of results in terms of skin tightening, which is quite difficult to measure, but we'll put some numbers in there to give you an idea of what an appreciable result may look like to somebody. Cosmetic surgery is not comparable to what we get with skin tightening. So say for example, if we got a result of 7 in skin tightening, then cosmetic surgery would be 100 plus. So they're quite different things in terms of results. So what we get with skin tightening is mild appreciable results, but for dramatic results then you would still need to go through cosmetic surgery. So once again, I'd like to re-emphasize it here. What we're varying is these 4 parameters on the x-axis. So this is just to give you an idea. We're going to start the first video, which is the one that we always use as reference when you first start a cosmetic treatment for skin tightening, which is with the device set a minimum power, which is 3 batteries and level 1, with short bursts, and the bursts are spaced 3 to 4 millimeters apart. With that sort of treatment, you would get a result, say, of a skin tightening result of, say, 2. In the x-axis, we've got a green area, a blue area, and a red area. Now, the green area corresponds to very mild aesthetic treatments, the blue area is medium, and the red area is quite high intensity. Now, in the green area, where we would like you to operate the equipment, is where you've got the minor downtime, where the downtime is in the region of 2 to 3 days at most, and can be reduced sometimes to even 1 day if the aftercare is followed properly. In the red area, the downtime sometimes is quite long. It can be up to 7 days, 6 to 7 days. But as we will see shortly in the other videos, and looking also at this graph, it is more convenient to work in the green area than in the red area, because the downtime on the red area is quite significant, whereas it's not in the green area. And then if you compare the results of the treatment with using the green area intensity and the red area intensity, we'll see that comparatively the results are quite good in the green area, and it's not that convenient to use a high intensity treatment, because, as I give you an example, in the next video we're going to watch a treatment in the region of this point here, and we will have a result in the region of 7. But at the end of this video we'll also show you a red intensity, a high intensity treatment where the result is in the region of 9, and as you will see, it is much better to actually repeat a treatment of the sort twice, so you've got 7 plus 7 is 14, than doing one treatment which was going to lead you a result of 9. So because in here the downtime is much less, you don't get complaints and whatnot, whereas in here the downtime is quite significant, and it's not that worthwhile to carry on with that sort of, to do this sort of treatments. Move on to the next video where we're going to show you a mild intensity treatment in the region of this area and the result of, say, in the region of 7. Now, the difference between the very first video that we've shown, that one, and the last one, this one, is only the distancing between the spots. In the previous one we had a distancing of 3 to 4 millimeters apart. In that one, everything remains the same, but the distancing is very short, so it almost looks as if we've operated the equipment in spray mode. Now, we're going to show you another video where we're operating in this area here, and we always warn our users not to get here. However, not because it's incredibly dangerous, because it's actually not, but it is much better to operate there than operating here, because of the reasons we told you, because you get less complaints and whatnot. But we'd like to emphasize as well that if you operate at too high intensity, in theory you can cause an injury, because obviously if you use the equipment at level 1 with 3 batteries, but you focus on one spot only, and the spot duration is 3 to 4 seconds, 2 to 3 to 4 seconds, it could lead to a certain level of injury. So always focus on this area, the green one, where the downtime is minor and the results are quite good. So right now we're going to watch the last video where we've got a high intensity treatment, and you're going to see a result of 9 with the before and after. So we've seen the results of a high intensity treatment, and although we warn, as we said before, our users to operate there, we have already made our treatments in the high intensity area, and we found that there is no problem. I've had it done on myself, so with no great problems. It's just the downtime that increases is not very much the results, it's just the downtime really. So always operate there. Now, when you start getting experience with the use of electrical arcing for skin tightening, you sometimes you may find that you will move automatically into the spray mode. Now, when you're moving into spray mode, the intensity is going to be dictated by 3 factors. That is to say, the power level, the sweeping speed, and the area covered. So instead of playing with 4 parameters, you're playing with 3. But that is later on, and this for the people who prefer the spray operation for skin tightening, this will come on quite natural to you. Thank you very much for watching.